Alright, a little bit late, but we're here. Let's get to the fishing. Also, I finally had a dream about being a Twitch streamer. It finally happened. Let me just encapsulate the whole thing real quick. I was starting a stream, I was at the stream soon screen, and for whatever reason I just decided, hey, how about I go watch a YouTube video, and then I watched it for like 40 minutes. And meanwhile, the whole time, instead of being very angry that I'm not starting to stream, for whatever reason, a whole lot of people started watching the stream, and then they were just very curious about what I was watching. But anyways, let's focus on more real things. I forget if I turned in the 2 fish that I have right now. I vaguely remember having these, selling all but one of each of those 2 species. I remember running into a very large fish the last time I was out here, and for a second that looked did not need this fish. I need a upapinia, nay, zifactin. Fair enough. So that last haul upgrade needed a big pile of money. 1,500 to be specific, and I'm nearly there. Also, I completely forgot to check to see if there was a patch for this game. Let me just check Steam real quick. I mean, I'm gonna keep playing even if they haven't. Just want to know if they did. No, don't see any patch notes. Well, hopefully we just won't run into whatever was making us crash last time. Nothing special about the fish we have to catch, we just have to go out there and catch them. Gleaming mullet. I think we already got one of those before. What's with the screeching sounds? Oh, let's do it, guys. Sure sucks around here. You get out. Look at how much wood I had in storage. Please didn't damage my boat. Where else was there wood? Right over there. Yeah, those. There's one. Sure looks ominous over here, though. Sergeant fish. Sometimes called the snook, this drab fish feeds on anything smaller than itself, including juveniles of its own species. And let me read the other one. Resembling a gargantuan fanged tarpon, this prehistoric predator is known to eat prey the size of a human whole. Well, not the whole of a human, as in the one with a W. No, please do not the fish and all that. Campsite. See a campsite. Some old fish are suspended on a spit over a fire that was never lit. pile of fabric is gathered at the base of a large tree nearby. Inspect the fish. Rotten fish hang from the spit. The fire below had been prepared. Someone must have left in a hurry. Check out the fabric. A nest of rags lies at the base of a tree. Somebody slept here. The rags are covered in bark chips. There are symbols carved into the tree trunk above. There are 3 sets of symbols. Look at the first one. There's a book symbol underneath a wave, and then an upward arrows. A cloud hangs over it all. So they found the book. 5 unfamiliar symbols mark the corner of a pentagram. The shape of a person is lying down in the center. 5 things related to a person. The book symbol sits above a wave. A downwards arrow points from the book down through the wave. So, book comes up, 5 items, book gets thrown back into the ocean. Sure sounds like a situation I might be in. Already upgraded everything. Could get this thingamajig. Nah, I'll be good without it. I don't think I'd be able to install it without getting rid of my net anyways. Isn't there one more I had to get? Yeah, whatever that thing is. I got the entrance or all the way around. There it is. Where are the other ones? Oh, closer. Weird little fish. Claude proboscis passes food into a backwards facing mouth. Flaps along the segments of its body propel it through the water. Get those samples in. With the corporation leadership here, I have to focus. There are pressures acting upon me. We must know where these creatures entered, where the blood places the specimens into a large metal chamber before sealing the lid. The motor runs briefly and a pressure gauge on the chamber rises. The elder communicates the power. Flips a large switch and the metal chamber begins to spin. Slowly at first and accelerating until the whole thing is a blur. Needles etch onto a graph paper, transcribing the ascent of something, scratched out at speed. A dark fluid rises from a tube connected to the chamber. Not yet pure. We'll need more. Down, deeper. Better not make me feed it. Outside, the executive is talking to the foreman. We're almost there. Give it another push. How much power can we give this thing? I don't think we really shouldn't. The executive shoots the foreman a glance, disdain and dismissal lacing the muscles on his face. The foreman backs down, defeated. Setting the drill to full power, sir. Machinery in the drill tower steps into overdrive, blurring the air with the sound of gears turning. What's that noise? It's back. As the roar of the giant creature fades, it leaves behind a silence on all that witnessed it. Faces stare from windows and hands grip railings, trying to process the spectacle. Boss, that must have been the thing that got all our material shipments, and now it's coming for the rig. A murmur of panic begins to rise from the onlookers. No, we're close now, and it knows it. How long will it take for the drill to break through the next layer? Still has a little ways to go, but you can't be serious, surely. Not with that thing in the water here. Lives are in danger and you want to keep drilling. Get it done. The executive turns and walks away towards his office, leaving the foreman shaking his head. He's insane. What the hell are we doing here? This drill, whatever's down there, shouldn't be disturbing it. Fisherman, you got to help us. He won't listen to reason, but perhaps he'll listen to an operational setback. What you have in mind? Can't shut down the drill ourselves, not without repercussions from the corporation following us for the rest of our lives. But if it were to be damaged by a force of nature or force of the deep, we'd have no choice but to abandon our positions. I know it sounds crazy, but if the defenses were to stop operating suddenly, it'd leave the drill vulnerable. Please, have a think. See what you can do. Well, let's go see what the science man wants first. Doesn't seem to be doing so good. You okay, dude? The inevitable conclusion. He rocks back and forth, hands shading his eyes from the harsh lights above. Fair work. Almost complete. Closer, pure. Devil's Spine, the wretches. Where are they? Let's see, Sea Scorpion, a Dunkleosteus, giant dragonfish, and a Vetulicolia. And I'm assuming I'm getting none of these names right, but they're fun to say. I don't know. Should I knock this thing down, or should I try to get the last few things? I think I'm going to do enough to get the hull upgrade, and then I'm gonna sabotage the tower. Surely, this act of total selfish greed is not gonna backfire in any way. But before that, just sell all the fish I have. And there we go, that's enough. I only have 1 box in storage, so I'm gonna have to make more. Right now, I think the thing I was low on was claw. Yeah, I've got 5 metal here, got 2 planks. Claw. Let's end that island right over there. Just what I needed. Figure in red. Approach a hooded figure. They are standing expectantly, vermilion red robes blowing in the wind. Fisherman, serve. A voice from the hood cuts through the humid air. Deliver the vessel. Hooded figure produces an old paper scroll. They point out a shape on it. A cusk eel. Big volcanic fishing for that one. Very funny over there. Yeah, I do wonder why I get so many of those people showing up on my stream. But, before I forget, let's just type in some words and things will happen. There we go. A shout out for a great guy who does great streams and is a great chatter. I never have like more than one usually, so the fact that just the other day there were 2 was kind of weird. What the hell is that sound? to worry about it. Or at least not until I deactivate the defenses after I've extracted everything of worth I can get from this rig. Alright. And that is a lot of space. And what happened to my lights? And my engine? And my fishing equipment? Might have to reorganize some stuff. Here's the one thing I've been wondering about those guys trying to peddle art is, are they just trying to throw low effort products on me, or are they trying to just get me added on Discord and then trying to hijack my browser through some sketchy link? Because I always figured it was the second one that they would most likely be trying to do, because otherwise where's the money? Quite sure what the optimal engine setup would be. I'm guessing probably the big 6-space one with one of the L-shaped ones and then a jet drive on the very end. Probably. Unequipped. My fishing net, and I don't see it anywhere. That is concerning. Yeah, I always figured they try to get as much volume as possible rather than, you know, any kind of real strategy, because as soon as you give them any kind of pushback, they just vanish. It must be something like phone scammers, where anyone who's smart enough to tell them that, hey, that doesn't sound right, is probably too smart to fall for the scam, so they just immediately move on. That's also why I'm thinking maybe they're not even trying to sell any art, even if it's just AI generated bullshit. Anyways, where the hell did my fishing net go? Guess it's just gone. Oh, fishing net, how I miss you already. Don't have terribly much money. 637 to get that. And I sell the oil. I can actually. Surely this will have no negative repercussions. have the siphon trawler. What? I might as well install that. Just do some napkin math. 39.4 for an extra 2 slots. I get 72. That would definitely be worth it. And also, 3 of these jet drive engines does more than those outboard engines. I could also have 2 of these in there. 29.4, nearly 10 per slot. This one is more than that. Cannot afford that. Cannot afford many things. All that up there. Alright. Oh, overflow storage. There's where the stuff is. So I can't place that right now. And I've made the mistake of picking it up. Don't want to discard it. Oh, I can't just leave it there. Oops. Yes, I'll take this one off and put it there. Alright, I've spent the whole day just installing and uninstalling parts in my ship. That's fine, we're not on a time limit or anything, right? Actually, do I want to put my net back on? It's not like I have anything to buy. Well, I do need to take it out of the overflow storage because it doesn't let me put it directly into storage from overflow.
Ah.
I have anything in that. Alright, got all of that done, and now should sell the old motor. Sell this crab pot, if I could. Any last things to do before I sabotage the station? Try to get a heat sink. Got everything to make it, actually. Alright, now that I've gotten everything I wanted, better than the lava rod. Don't forget the lava rod. And you know what? Let's just sabotage it and see what happens. Open panel. Inside, a bundle of cables travels from a black box up into the heights of the tower. Black box has a number of empty slots on the top, one of which has a module inserted into it. It's labeled Flea in electrical tape. Considering this is her invention, perhaps the researcher in Stellar Basin would have some advice. But before I go and do all of that, how about I finish the Twisted Strand? Starting with sucking up all that oil. I do want to see what happens if I get all of it. Maybe something nice will happen. Fish. Probably because you're a reptile. So I didn't really get a good look at the boat. Aren't we a pretty little thing now? is again. Alright, one oil spot done. We'll do the entrance one next. Here's the crab. Effigy crab. Wisp of yellow light flicker within the ghastly shell, screaming skull with a spinal tail. Metal. Not mean to do that. It's just so damn freaking. It's trying to sell that. Why did they have it be the same input? Now I have to catch it again. Oh well, you're gonna be here for a while anyways. Boreal shell. Cold wind blows through a skeletal frame, condensed into the light of a ghostly aurora. Very cool. Is it the only aberration of that fish? It is. Broken monocle. Something I thought of last time I played this game. Sure, I'm glad I don't have to worry about my fuel. Because boy, would I be running out of it. That's 2 oil spots cleaned. Just shut that off. Next one, probably this one right in the middle. Or actually maybe that one on the top. Get all of these clear, go to the Little Marrow, get all those clear, go to Stellar Basin, get those 2 clear, and then go talk to the researcher. Might take a while. Wretched Nipper. Blunt teeth and a forked tongue test the flanks of passing creatures. A single loosened scale is enough. Wonder how the other crab pots are doing. I left them all in Stellar Basin, I think. Well, maybe I just cut things short and head right over there. As we all know, the big open areas of the ocean are perfectly safe. There is no large fish waiting for you. What's this? Loose jaws. And I love you too, Lost in the Wash. Things are showing up again. Yes, I'm very bad at this whole being a social animal part of being human. Eventually, I'll figure it out, and then you're doomed. That is indeed a large fish over there. I can get a good picture of it. Get out of the area with the red tint? I cannot. Oh well, it'll have to do. Take this nice picture. Unfortunately, those don't go into like a scrapbook that's in-game, it just saves it as a Steam screenshot, which is still very nice, it's just hard to go over after. So I will be going over all the pictures I take, or I took, once I'm done with this. Whatever this is. Trying to kill Melania. Oh, couldn't help you because I don't think I ever got to that point. I really do need to go back and finish Elden Ring though. I played like 90% of the game according to my friends, and then stopped right before getting to the end. Optional, you say? Isn't it like in that Halictree area? I remember there's like that one Knight Loretta or something, the one that has the spell named after her. Because that's the last one I managed to beat. Oh, you did beat the game. Apologies if you hear dogs barking. There's kind of a lot of stuff going on at my house right now. 3 mandatory bosses. I'm guessing 2 of those are the, you know, actual last bosses. One of them is like, what's her face with the really annoying attack, and then there's that one guy you can summon who has an entire meme reputation based around it, and then the other one I'm guessing would be whatever is at the giant torch up on the mountain. Or would it be a sconce? I don't even know. Ooh, it's a giant volcano sconce. It's pretty cool. I don't know why I stopped playing Elden Ring. I'll probably beat it off stream. Although one From Software game I was very much thinking of playing on stream just because I know it's going to go a lot faster is Armored Core 6. The only thing I'm wondering is if I should start a new save and run through the whole 3 games, do like one of each ending and then the bonus ending, or true ending depending on perspective, or if I should just wait until there's a DLC that comes out, because people are hoping. Alright, it's close enough to all of it. That's this part done, so I can get the map. The other one over there. I should empty this out first, however. Let's go check the crab pots. forget what it was I was looking for here. Stellar Basin. Right, aberration for the crown of thorns, and I think another one of those. Imperious lobster. Didn't I already have one of those? I think it was just a crown of thorns then. The other two crab pots. Wait, not there. That shit there. Surely collecting all of this crap is gonna pay off. Surely. I'm definitely not gonna have done all that work and then the corporation's gonna go, oh, looks like there isn't a problem. wonder if there's DLC integration with the Iron Rig. Like, are we gonna have oil all over the Arctic? Or at least a giant floating ice cube? Well, I don't know. Let's have the northern lights surrounding it, so maybe it is the Arctic. Or no, wait, that's not the northern lights, that's... I'm not good with the technical terms for whatever those actually are, but you know, atmospheric effect where it gets all shiny and stuff, and then something steam tams. Because yeah, they are on the south, so it's definitely not the northern lights. Oh hey, it's that fish again. It's cleaning up your house, don't worry about it. This spot's down. And there was one over here. I don't think we're fitting this on here. But I can try. It's only 4 slots, right? It is. Oh, there it is. The Crown of Nadir. A fractal gateway reaching beyond the abyss. From its maw whispers a call from below. Guess now I can move all my crab pods. I am thinking about the crab pots. Got everything for Stellar Basin other than aberrations for other stuff that is not related to crab pots. Definitely got all aberrations for crabs there. And I did get all of them for over here in Twisted Strand. It's just I accidentally sold the one for the horseshoe crab. Now I have to go get another one. After that, there's Devil's Spine and Open Ocean. For affiliate, you say? I'm off by what? 8 followers or something? I think my average viewers is already up to 3, or if it's not, it's getting closer and closer. So yeah, the only thing I'm missing is a couple more followers, and I actually can get affiliate. Imagine that. Devil's Spine. There is that round thing there. 0 to 10. The one with the long face, 0 to 25, and then the one with the long legs is 0 plus. Sounds easy enough. And then whatever that is, scorpion looking feller. No crabbing to be done in the ocean. Doesn't seem like it. There is still that ice fish I have not found. And the other two unique fish that the traveling merchant one. So there's the one in the mangrove area. Has to be caught by rod. Don't know where it is. And this last one must be volcanic. Abyssal, however. And then there's one in the ice, of course. Not to mention there's an aberration for each of those ones. Those might be a bit more challenging to get a hold of. A lot of pages were from weird fish. Oh, and I did say I'd go talk to the scientist lady. Better go do that. Alright, research lady. About those defenses on the rig. Oh, hope they worked. Well, yeah, but how do we blow it up? Found their conscious, have they? Suppose they're wanting it to look like an accident. They wouldn't want to face the corpse wrath if they were found culpable. Do have a pleasingly elegant idea, actually. Don't have to sabotage the defenses in a traditional sense. If you recall, they emit a sort of word at the moment. They're broadcasting a warning. Flee. But we can change that. I have other recordings of other words. Instead of warning, it could broadcast an invitation. There's one in particular. I've been referring to it by its closest human analog. Rise. Rise from the deep. I'll prepare some blueprints for the module. You'll have to assemble it and slot it into the top of the black box. Anything else about those defenses? Well, they were. Good. It's always nice to have additional data points. And that's all. Alright, I guess that officially makes us an eco-terrorist now, but let's go getting on with the terrorism. Letter box. Actually, I do have food for it, I just have to reorganize. Since I'm going right back to Little Marrow. go see the trader. Sell him a monocle. And the painter. Oh, I needed to catch an imperious lobster. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Alright, I guess I'm going right back over there. After talking to the dock worker. That was my favorite guy doing. Not great. Dock worker is standing motionless on the edge of the dock, staring down at the water. He seems paralyzed by fear at what he sees. Hope you get well soon. Having a normal one over there. It's the first time I've seen them play. I'm sure I have lots of fun with friends in the open. It's not playtime, it is clean up the oil time. Or even nature's coming out. Stop in at the town for a moment. Let's see, does the mayor have anything new to say? No, that's just a regular dialogue he always has. This thing is worth 116. Not worth 9 squares, however. I have enough to upgrade the engines finally. One of these refined outboard engines is 28.1, which is a bit less than 10 per square. Which in direct comparison, the jet drive engine is just very slightly above 10 per square. Calling those. Also, instead of having one big light and one small light, we could have 2 medium lights, but then the range will go down. I'll leave it as is. Alright. Better go put those crab pots back. Actually, did I repair them? Oh, I did. Gonna deploy mouth deep in the deep part. How deep does it have to be? Between 5 to 50. And the rest I will deploy over in the twisted strand. Any more oil? Actually, yes, there's plenty. I'll do the ones at twisted strand first. Just follow the giant glowing crack that's underneath the water. First, let's check this. Ah. Don't even need to deploy it over here. Wrong menu again. Repair all. And then I'm just going to stick all of these in storage. For now. Yeah, I don't really need the money right now. Maybe I'll need it later and I'll regret this decision. But I'm feeling brave. And sleepy. Cool oil field right there. Better one over there. golden treasure. And now we're gonna be cool. Until we're purple. And let's put the bunting back on. Well, don't we look good? Guess I should also stick a flag on there. Got fish flag, anchor flag, hook flag, pirate flag, sea serpent flag, and an Ouroboros. I think I like the fish flag. Maybe I will trick them into thinking I am their friend. Right, where to next? Could clean up the oil around the marrows. And then go back to the rig, or I could just go to the rig right now. I'll go to the rig right now. Actually, I will stop here at this little dock and observe the little house with the builder inside of it. She hands you a book. The cover is dusty, but in otherwise good condition. If you ever need to use the dock or store stuff here, be my guest. It looks like we forgot to do that the entire time. Engineer's companion. Hopefully that gives me something like more engine speed. And also the main reason I stopped here is because I wanted to have a chance to have a big sip of coffee. Because unfortunately, due to our engines being so good, I actually have to maneuver when traveling, so I can't just one-hand it. Alright, let's keep going. This is large fish territory. You gotta watch out. Let's give him a honk. Alright. Don't worry, science mans. I'm definitely getting your samples for you. Don't worry about it. Need to put a dark canister and an iron caving crate. Would you look at that? Remove the old module and insert the new one. As clicks into place, the sound from the tower changes into a deep rumble. The tentacles are back. And then large fish eat the squid. With the last scraps of metal still falling from the destroyed drill tower, the executive boards his helicopter, rotors already spinning. Is everyone alright? All accounted for in the factory. Yep, founder's fine.
Huh.
Guess we'll wait for our airlifts out of here. There's no way I'm traveling anywhere on boat. Yeah, I'll sit tight for now. Fisherman, main buildings are mostly undamaged, so if you still need stuff made, we can sort you out. Who would have seen that coming? The executive leaving the second anything's going wrong and letting everyone else just fucking figure it out? That has never happened before in the history of business.
Ah.
I've got 2 crates. What do I do with the 2 crates? Alright, magma rod. Need a dart canister, a heat-resistant line, and a crate. And have the crate. I'll still need to go and get those other 2 things. Anything else I wanted to work towards while I'm here? Insta crab bait. Fitted with a quick release mechanism, this contraption immediately attracts and entraps nearby crabs. Elaborated bait. Have one of those. Then exotic baits. I think these are all just for once you've got everything else in the game and you just need to catch a last couple of fish. We're not quite there yet. There though. Okay, so we still have to submit some samples. If I remember right, those exotic fish that I had to go and find, one that's in this area, let me just look at the map instead. It's like either right here or I remember it being in like some little secluded area. I just don't remember exactly where. That's what I'm thinking. We've seen some of those tentacles that grabbed onto the rig, spawning out of the oil here. So why are the oil tentacle thingies and giant fish fighting? I figured they'd be on the same side. Alright, let her patch down. Could just immediately go and do another patch. Or I could do the mission that's actually on the side. Oh hey. Finish with that book. Large parts of this are irrelevant to the maintenance of boating equipment, but there are some small sections on waterproofing that hold useful advice. Equipment types that use durability will lose it 10% slower. Sure would have been nice to have earlier. Alright, needed to save one of those. Oops. Let me just pop open storage. Stick all of these right back in there. Now that I think about it, I can just use metal scraps and dark splash to create one of those oil cans, I think. So maybe I just put trawl net back on. Alright, manifest. Ooh, a ghost ship. Better not get too close, they get kinda shy and then disappear. There is glowy shark over there. Let's see, you catch the thing. No. Oh, more crackpots. Okay, hopefully that'll do the thing. Next, let's suck up, or no wait, I can't suck up oil and I don't even have my net deployed. What am I doing? Alright, I'll leave the oil sucking for later, I'll just go and do that main quest. Another shark. Goodbye, shark. Now, what the heck was I doing here? Oh, right. He wants me to collect specific fish to make specific bait, so we can Kill the mine suckers. The first one, toothbrush fish, and two, I don't know, vaguely Bowie knife shaped ones. Just go collect something and see what fits. Gar. Exceptionally long and slender fish, strong scales stretched down the length of its body. Get two of these. There's a box over there through the thing. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to see that. Gray mullet. Oil. Right, that's the first bait done at the very least. Catfish. Equipped with sensing barbels, this large scavenger can detect morsels hidden in the mud. And we also have a very large catfish, 1.16 meters, as opposed to 79.9 centimeters. Nightwing catfish. Hooked barbels seek out prey in the twisting mangroves, a once sluggish fish given haste upon crimson fins. Also, I forgot the description for the green mullet. Plain fish often found in a sandy or muddy area, or found in sandy or muddy areas. One of a few species that can survive in brackish water. Sounds like a perfect contender for bathtub fish. That should do it. I'll just mix these in. Here, load this onto a trap, then get well clear from it. When the trap springs, I'll fire upon it with the mortar. Make sure you bring back proof things are really dead, you hear? Pungent bait. Foul-smelling mixture of fish and something else. The airman says this should attract the beast and twisted strand. I should be careful. Let's discuss the second bait. Two fish. Catfish. And a green mullet. This one is labeled 2. And then the last bait. We need 2 eels. Alright then. Oh hey, would you look at that? Fin eel. Long eel with delicate fins. It spends the day coiled around the roots of the mangrove trees, but emerges at night to hunt. I read that one before. We have baits, and we just have to actually use them. Let me see if I can catch an aberrant. A lot of nothing. Sell all of this stuff. And I guess I'll put the oil suction thing, the siphon drum, back on there. First one. First one down. Inside is the obliterated corpse of a minesucker. Your men will be expecting proof of your success. Chunk of flesh, pale and bloodied slab. Its smell is acrid and metallic. The rest of the carcass sinks out of sight. Your catfish food now. The second one was not over here, but a weird feeling I'll find something good here. Look at that happy guy. This must be the fish. Goliath tigerfish. Fearsomely predatory, this gigantic fish is also one of the most aggressive. Its teeth are so large that they punch holes through the opposing jaw. Emerald ring. Gold ring clasping a rich emerald. There's a second one. Well, yeah, let's just get the brain sucker and then we'll clean this up. Very curious as to what a fresh condition. Hell was that? Don't worry about it. What does a fresh condition tigerfish sell for? You know, because it definitely needs money right now. $282.93. What was the other thing I was going to look at? Oh, right. I'm going to talk to the traveling merchant. What those rare fish you wanted me to find? You found a Goliath tigerfish. Don't know how you don't know this. I literally just sold it to you. And we'll be going. And now I go suck up the oil. There's the shrine. I was wondering where it was. Crooked boulder with a small, simple platform at its base. The twisted shape of a deformed fish is barely recognizable, carved into the rock face. So I just have to fill it up with the berries, I think? Because it's all just purple slots. Might take a little while. A blistered tarpon. Scales giving way to bubbling flesh, a surface dweller singed out and cleansed by the sun. Or singled out and cleansed. Broken Arapaima. A crawling instar. Balls of flesh contract in rhythmic waves, roving ceaselessly towards its target. No surprise hugs, no thanks. The waves lap up to the platform where you laid the aberration. As the water makes contact with it, a buzzing sound fills the air. Previously still water bubbles up and over, obscuring the fish. A few minutes later, when the water calms, something else is on the platform. Just got an achievement. Servant of the Shrines. Solve all fish shrine puzzles. Wait, that's all of them? Nothing whatsoever over at the volcanic area? Did I already get that one in a previous playthrough? I have no idea. Anyway, tendon rod. Mechanisms of brutality bound to 3 gouging flaying hooks. An ungodly fishing device. I cannot stick that in with the existing gear I have here. Let's see, 94, 88, 62. Yeah, that's not terribly high, but the important part is the aberration bonus. Let's stick it in storage. Also, if I knew it only took an aberrated fish, I probably wouldn't have put the biggest one I had in there first. Right, there's the oil. There's still one more pine sucker to grab. Crazy enough to make use of that. There's the shrine. Not the shrine. The trap. Trap. That's what I'm looking for. The trap. Busted down log. If I remember correctly, the only thing on the other side of that assuming there even is anything, was refined metal, which we don't need. Alright, that's all 3 carcasses. That's just wood. Don't need it. I think my strategy for now is I'm just going to keep these upgraded rods and never mind the aberration bonus too much. Like, I'll still fit them in if I have the room for it, like I have now. But I'll focus on getting all of the stuff for the upgraded fishing spots, and then once I've got all of those, then I'll switch all the rods out to the ones that give only aberration bonuses and get the rest. Although I still have one entire area to go through, so that's not going to be happening today. Put those in storage. Alright, let's bring those bodies back. Well, not really bodies so much as trophies. How are things going? I have the creature corpses to show you. Let's see it then. And the tattered lump of flesh to the airman. It's almost unrecognizable, but you both know it couldn't have belonged to anything else. He pokes at it with his knife, testing the rubbery meat. He seems satisfied. Yep, this is our beast. Or, this is one of the beasts. Progress at last. More to go, though. No, we do have more. Drop the flesh onto the ground and give it a few slashes with the knife. Or no, wait. I drop the flesh and he slashes it with the knife. It wobbles a little. Better one taken care of. One remains by my count. Let's finish this. Oh wait, I already do have that one. Yeah, I probably should have opened with the fact that I had all 3 of them instead of whatever this is. We dropped a large, bloodied carcass in front of the airman. His eyes fill with sadistic delight. Bends down and plunges his knife into the soft flesh. Falls away before the blade, revealing a glint of metal. A sickening terror, he wrested from where it was embedded in the flesh of the creature. He holds it aloft. You recognize it as a necklace, glistening in gore. Well, fisherman, some fortune at last. This ought to fetch a decent price from the right collector. Here, why don't you take it? Large and ornate necklace. Ivory teardrops flank the central setting. An emerald trapped in 4 cresting waves. Stands back from the corpse. A melancholic look comes over his face. Now, well, that's that, I suppose. What will we do now? Can't say for sure. I thought I'd be asking you for an escort away from this place, but this has become somewhat of a home for me. Doesn't feel right to leave my brothers here. I think I shall stay a while longer. In the meantime, I can make up some special bait for you. It ought to help with your fishing. Here, this was left over from the other bait we made. Right, now we can make some fresh stuff if you like. I'll need some fish from you first. Any type will do, but the more you give me, the more bait I can make. That will come in handy, I'm sure. Alright, I'm just gonna take a shortish break. I'm gonna go fill up my coffee and empty the bladder. Be right back. I have returned. Alright, let's make a plan. Gotta get the last oil spot over here. Then go back to Blackstone Isle. Give the collector his necklace. Then go check out the crab pot, see if we finally found the thing I'm looking for. Bring it back to Little Marrow, get some new paint. Probably also clear off the oil at Little Marrow. Then after that, it's do I want to start the Devil's Spine or do I want to finish off the Gale Cliffs? I'll decide after I get to Little Marrow. I really do wonder if there's a better way to clean up this oil, and I'm just kind of making it harder for myself by doing it too early. But I'd be spoiling the fun if I looked it up. Some more of this. second now, the rest of this will all just disappear. Just like that. Alright. Now that's done. Manifest. Hello, magic man with the book that I definitely know nothing about. You enter the house carrying the ornate necklace. The collector recognizes it almost immediately. An excellent find. It demands pride of place in my collection. Sweeps aside some scraps on a dusty table, candle wax pooling in its corners. He places the necklace carefully in the clearing. And I suppose you'll be demanding récompense as well. Once more he opens the book, dust pouring from the pages as he reads aloud. You begin to feel weak, but you're rooted to the spot. Knees on the verge of buckling. Ability unlocked. Atrophy. Instantly harvest an entire shoal of fish. As he finishes speaking, you feel blood rushing back to your legs. The strange feeling of power grows in your chest. We're so close. One more remains. I loathe to suggest it, but the abyssal plane on the approach to Devil's Spine is a likely candidate. See what you can find. I'll mark a location on your map where you can begin your search. Alright, be straight with me. Are you even human? Your inquiry is met with a piercing gaze. Why, of course. As human as you are. Alright, time to go crazy and stab myself because I'm clearly not human. So like I mentioned earlier, I should probably fish up the aberrants that require the advanced fishing rods. I need the one for the mahi-mahi, the tripod spiderfish, the rigmachilla, and the eagle shark. Oh, more or less all of them. In this area, anyway. There's our imperious lobster. Reap the corpses of any fish in my sight, long range. Oh, hey. New chatter. Mary Brooks too. You know, just fishing and stuff. What's up with you? Clear everything. Sell the oil. And let's go collect that Imperious lobster and paint ourselves purple. Two of them. Have to come back for the rest. Also, I finally remembered what I was trying to say with the lights up there. Aurora Borealis. Which I know there's a different name for the one that's on the other side of the planet. I just don't remember what. It's Aurora something or other, that's for sure. Paintermans, please paint a boat. Alright. That is a nice bright purple. I like it. Sell the fish. Store the pots. Maybe I should store the bait. There. Alright, now let's go to the closer spot this time around. Very large lobster. Nice. They come back here anyways. I'm wondering if I should just sell all my pods that aren't the mouth of the deep. Because for the most part, I'm only really caring about the aberrants. I guess I can hold on to them anyway. It's not like money matters. gonna start discarding metal scrap. I'm gonna make use of it. Here we go, got all of that. Also, I never got around to figuring out what the next step is gonna be. I'm just gonna collect the oil that's up over here. I'll start with that. Don't have to collect all of it, just most of it. There we go. can't sell the oil at this one. I'll just discard it, I guess. The fish are appreciating what I'm doing for them. Alright, better spot clean. Now, just run off to the last area, I guess. Nail around there for a little bit, maybe collect some samples. Did I have that rod? I think I did, actually. I'll go have to pick that up at the rig first. Oh, hey, it's a whale. So this rod with this oil, and we just need the rod itself. I'm thinking I was just gonna sell the heavy duty troll net. It's just taking up space and I don't think I'm gonna use it again. Say that, but ice, coastal, ocean, and shallow. That's coastal and ocean. about 18 per day, which is the same yield as the Radiant Net. I think the only thing it has going for it is the higher capacity.
Ah. Hmm.
Place that one. And stick this one in storage. I had a feeling we're not going to be fishing anything coastal over there. But it's not like it gives me enough room to stick this route in. I don't have enough room for that. Okay, what did you want again? Dunkleosteus, giant dragonfish, Vetulicolia, and a sea scorpion. That one's a crab, though. Crab and 2 volcanic and a hadal. Clear all of that. And let's go get in trouble. Dang it. Sure hope it doesn't recognize that as the dinner bell. Okay, that's just lava. For a second I thought it was an eyeball looking at me. The man meets you as you dock, bracing himself against the wind and spray. O rapturous day, a fresh disciple carried to me atop the waves. Come ashore, weak thing, and rest your weary soul. I'm just passing through. Nonsense. Your arrival is providence from the deep itself. I have been calling, and now you are the answer. The rite of purification is almost at hand, and you are to be my replacement. Does this involve you setting yourself on fire? Your trial begins immediately. Tell me, what does your spirit seek? I am an edgy boy. I am looking for sadness. Liar. Nobody seeks sadness. Truly, you seek pity. Well, he's not wrong. And your flesh, what does it crave? Warmth of the sun, and yet it eludes you. Darkness is cast over the rest of your days. Finally, what does the world deserve? The world doesn't deserve shit. Exactly, and yet it takes endlessly. Harvesting, draining, but soon it will know that it has taken too much. It is already too late. The trial is concluded. You still have much to learn, but that knowledge will be delivered to you in time. Now, your role as my initiate is to act as the herald of the purge, just as I was, for the one before. The nearby spires blaze with eternal fire, yet the stone hearts of these 3 idols lie barren and void. Retrieve 3 fathomless flames from the crags behind us and ignite the crucibles. Visit the shrines of the deep. I will mark them. They will offer further guidance, and I must provide no more. statues. Up middle and right. Stone crucible. Same one. Comfort. Don't know what I expected here. Look at stone columns. Stone columns of the temple are carved with ancient pictures and text. Which carving do you want to look at? The swarm of small creatures. Carving shows a swarm of small fish surrounding a boat. The ravenous children. Alone they are nothing. Together they summon her. Beneath these words, somebody has added a crudely scratched note. Do not let them grip you. Burn them away. A large eyeless beast. Carving is of a large fish with crossed out eyes. The unseeing mother. When the starving cannot eat, she approaches. Beneath these words, somebody has added a crudely scratched note. Blind, but can hear her children. Avoid at all cost. Then the bubbling vent. Carving shows a bubbling underwater vent. The breath of salvation. It burns those that mean harm. Only the pure remain. Beneath these words, another crudely scratched note. Protection. Follow the magma. Find them. Alright, I think I get the gist of it. Now this is easily the area that I have the least knowledge of, because I think I played through most of it, but not all of it. And that was like over a year ago, or around exactly a year ago. I'm not sure when this released originally. Wasn't it sometime in like springtime? Like a year ago, I mean. So it's just over a year ago. In spectacles. More wood and metal. Pale skate, one of the deepest living species of skate, thought to use hydrothermal vents as incubators for its egg cases. Let's catch one more of those. Well, let's try for an aberrant. I think I can fit that one. And nope. It must be the swarm that they were talking about. Seems about right. These are worth not terribly much for how big they are. Let's get back to sucking up oil. probably read that message. My darling, I have found you at last. When you left, I was scattered to the winds, but now I feel almost whole again. There is just one thing left to do. Throw me back. Flames of the Deep. We docked at the old temple in Devil's Spine and was approached by some sort of fanatic who wants my help preparing a ceremony. Need to light the statues around the temple. Apparently I can find fathomless flames at the shrines of the deep in the area. So, the fish I wanted to catch is the crabs. 0 to 25, 0 plus, 0 to 25. And that one's 0 to 10. Next, oil thing up there at the top. There's one X on each of these islands here. There's a dot up there. Go check out that dot. Note. First of June, 1927. Yesterday was the reading of his mother's will. Most of the remaining estate went directly to him, of course, but to my surprise, she bequeathed me her pocket watch. Curious. I'm not fond of the thing, but I know that taking it will mean a lot to him. Cannot help but feel it is some veiled jab at me from beyond the grave. She was the type to do such a thing. Was I late on some occasion? I cannot recall. It's not one of the items I found, is it? It's a key, a music box, a ring, and a necklace. Now I'm finding the watch. So it is one of the things. Yeah, I am going the right way. Love the bastards all over the place. Suck up some oil while passing by. Her crazy rock and a statue. Got an achievement for visiting every dock in the game. In dim light of the cave, you can make out some paintings on both walls. The left wall. These paintings depict the birth of a civilization. A great beacon of light is shown repelling a tentacled figure emerging from the sea. In the dim light of the cave, oh wait, I already read that. Check the right wall. These paintings depict the fall of a civilization. A volcanic eruption tears through a tall lighthouse. The monstrous shape of our people, this building's turned to ruin. Climb the many steps leading up to the ancient lighthouse. At its base is a solid stone door. Can't see a handle, but there's a large socket carved into the face of the door. Wherever that is, I have to go find it. thought I'd go and get those samples first. A cusk eel. Miserable looking eel, often found hiding in cracks and crevices. Infernal eel, grown fat from countless corpses that rested deep, a harbinger of a sick mercy for lost souls. Dunkleosteus. I'm just gonna go turn these two in right now.
Ah.
I do not need the cusk eel. Right, the eel was the red-robed figure, not this guy. Snake mackerel. And eat those. Here's the hungry man. The figure draws a ceremonial knife from the robe and slices it into the fish, cutting out the heart. He places it on a stand in front of them. Bring down the sky. Another shape on the scroll. This one looks like a sailfish. Odd request, but yeah, sure. Achievement: spot a fish in each category while looking through the spyglass. Fish over there. Let's try out that map picture. All the way out there in the open water, where nothing evil lurks. Not that one. Is it this one? An armored sea robin. Small fish with angular armored plates. It has sensory barbs under its body that help it detect prey on the seabed. Ossified sea robin. Chittering mandibles sieve the air in front of this deep dweller, its small body encased in a suit of thick bone. Intriguing. Need to put that one on the map, but I did. A rat tail. Found at great depths, these are the most abundant of all deep-sea fish. They gather in large numbers around structures in the deep. I think if I want to sailfish, I have to go all the way back to the Little Mare. Or Greater Marrow. I don't know why I keep referring to both of those islands as the inferior one. By inferior, I mean small. Some right there. Ceremonial knife comes out again, and a large heart is extracted. It's placed in a stand beside it first. Raise the deep. Figure points to a shape on the last scroll. This one is a frilled shark. Volcanic. There it is right there. Considered by many to be a living fossil. Though technically a shark, it swims like an eel, hunting prey with 300 needle-like teeth. Learning so much about nature and how much I don't want to go in the ocean ever again. It's fantastic. Drag the shark's body around to find the right angle before plunging the knife in and pulling out the heart. They place it on a stand beside the others. While looking at you, they take a book from inside their robe and throw it into the sand at your feet. The figure kneels before the fish hearts and becomes still. They leave before they decide they need any more hearts. Nautical engineering. I think this is the last book. Maybe. Probably. I really don't know. Alright. That's done. There's still the quill account. Still statues, and then the samples, which I need a Betulicolia, a giant dragonfish, and a sea scorpion. Let's go check the traps. Volcano snail, squat lobster, and a spider crab. Starting with the volcano snail, this hefty beast lives around hydrothermal vents. Its foot is coated in hundreds of iron plates, which means you could catch this snail with a magnet. Berry metal. Covered in tiny bristles and spines, this creature is thought to be blind. He processed toxins spewed from the hydrothermal vents. Too bad it's not a rock lobster. Then the spider crab. A freakishly huge crab from the depths. One's simplest of all. Oh, I don't think I had to keep any of these. There's our sea scorpion. We'll leave it there for now. Okay, maybe they're not that rare. Alright, that guy. Now I just need... Shoot, what did I need? Was that one. And that Hadal one. Or is it Hadal? Hell if I know. So I should unmark those from the map if possible. those. Might as well catch one of those. And there's also that spot behind over there that we haven't investigated yet. Giant dragonfish. Pale lights are strung along its body, shining through the deep. Weird looking one. Untouchable wormfish. An implausible cryptid of the dark depths. It crawled the silt and marine snow, gulping down detritus of the sky. Intriguing. See if it is here. It's not. So we'll have to go around back to the other spot. Fish I need, right over there. Next to the big bubble. Grab that, discard that, and start running. Right over this way. Must be the one that was talking about. I should probably read the descriptions. Sawfish. These sharks use their saws to sieve through prey. Any teeth lost are never replaced. And the Vetulicolia. Not much is known about this eyeless, alien-looking creature. The fossil record dates it back to the Cambrian period. With shocking speed, he rushes towards the table, grabbing at the corpses. The shape that bursts through the blackboard barely resembles a scientist, no longer meek and cowed, now a frightening visage of stretched skin and sharp teeth. With a sickening crunch, he bites down into the sea scorpion carcass, black liquid dripping from his mouth. His terrible head snaps up to lock eyes with yours. A feral cry rises from his lungs, forming an accusatory scream with freshly worn claws pointed in your direction. With limbs overcome by frantic spasms, he stumbles towards the nearest window, slowly at first, then arriving at considerable speed. The aberrated form of the scientist crashes through the glass, diving out, beyond the deck of the platform, down, hitting the water, then disappearing into the deep. Oh, that was one of those I'm not sure what I expected moment, but I really should have expected it. Anyway, everyone seems pretty unfazed by all of that. Maybe I should tell someone about it. Nah, they'll be fine.
Ah.
And I tried to tell him, but my character does not feel like that's interesting enough. I guess that means I've finished everything from the Iron Rig DLC, as far as pursuits are concerned. Still have some oil to clean up, however. 2 splotches there, 4 splotches down here. Which, before continuing on with that area, the Devil's Spine, I think I'm going to go back to the Gale Cliffs and just start being a completionist about it. Also, I have to go check the crab pods back at Stellar Basin anyway. Way too fast for you now. I have to find where I left the crab pots. Isn't it right around here? No, right. I already found that stuff, and I put the crab pots all right back up there. So silly of me. Campfire's lit. You undock next to an old rowboat. Somebody is here. He's hunched over by the campfire, muttering to himself. You cautiously approach. Did you throw it back? No. The book. Nope. Not seeing things, it's you, isn't it? Who do you think I am? He turns away, wringing his hands. He speaks to the fire. It was him and his damned wife. They dredged up that old book, but something cloaked in fog followed it out, right through the boat. Boom. Man makes a crude explosion noise and motions wide with his hands, still talking to the fire, as though pantomiming a story to a child. It spoke. It said it was coming for our breath, that we wouldn't be needing it soon. And then darkness crashed down. An age later, some of us washed up on the shore, and him, still clutching that book. Throw it back, we cried, as the fog rolled ashore. We thought, surely it can still be undone. Can you tell me what book it was? Silver and Crimson, a book covered in her blood. Yeah, I think I've heard enough. Throw it back. The man closes his eyes, tight as he holds back tears. His voice falls to a whisper. Please, the lighthouse keeper. She saw. She knows where it came from, where it needs to go. What do you know about the fog? It cloaks that calamitous thing. It's evil. Haven't you felt it? I'm assuming he's talking about large fish. What does the lighthouse keeper have to do with this? She saw it all, that ruinous day. Ask her, beg her, tell her I... Trails off, his face collapsing in sorrow. Tell me more about the book. Silver and Crimson. Silver and Crimson. He rocks back and forth, staring through the flames. Alright then. Just have a little rest. And keep on going. I hear large fish. A lot of rumbling on the controller, but I'm not seeing anything. bodies. Doesn't leave the shallow area, however. Just hope it doesn't turn around. Right, better oil spot. Next one is right in the middle of that bay. Here he is again. The same things to say. Starting to get the impression he's not the one that's crazy. Bubbles. Guys are back. Both the ones attached to weird bodies and the ones detached from weird bodies. Tentacle. Stack cleared off. That's it. Ghost image of a building. I already touched that one before. Let's have a look at the whole encyclopedia. We need an aberration of Solacina, weird spider. Well, oh wait, it's got more legs than a spider. Distant relative to modern day sea cucumbers and urchins. So it's got like floppy spikes on it, basically. An aberration of that. Catch whatever that abyssal thing is, and the aberration for it, and the lancet fish. And I think we can also get the aberration of the oarfish, since I think there's only one spot that it spawns, unless if you're using the exotic bait, which we're not. You just have to catch some that are in the oil spots and the oarfish. After having a nap. Fancy fish. Fancy fish. There we go. Silvering lancet fish. Outward reflection, turning, coiling inwards. The thrust of introspection, lost to self-obsession. Get rid of all these other ones. We really don't need the money anymore. I could get rid of this one too. But I want to know how much it's worth. Which I guess I might as well have brought all of them and then just sold them, but too late for that.
Hmm.
145.93. There's one of the ones. An abyssal gar. Its body is slender and stiff, with long, sharply pointed jaws. They swim almost upright, fins fanning against the weak current to hold them still. And we completed nautical engineering. Useful tips on nautical equipment maintenance, including a particularly detailed section on which specific lubricating oils to use on various joint and hinge types. Equipment types that use durability will lose it 15% slower. Very good. I think that stacks with the other one, so now we have 25%. There's just one more oil spot over there. Let me just have a quick look for the fish. That's it. There it is. Bifurcated gar. A once strong body now divided, clinging to life through coiled channels, blood, and bile. Is that all the fish in this area? Nope, still need that spider thing. And also the oarfish. And I lost it. Or no wait, that was just a regular one. That one is worth 105. Suppose you're going to say you couldn't avoid the rock that appeared out of nowhere? Yeah, great, I've heard it all before. Let's get you fixed up. I'll have you know, I just ran into a cyclone that appeared out of thin air. Quite literally. But, same difference. Probably could have avoided it. Wrong way. None here. Eventually. Imperial Cliffs is now oil-free. There it is, the vagrant Solacina. 5 sensing spears quivering guide. 2 stalks erupt from the shell, with eyes to see the unseen. Let's check one time. Still no oarfish. Yeah, I'm guessing I'll have to use the exotic bait, or maybe there's somewhere else that they spawn. $50.64 for those ones. Double spine. Let's see if the crab pots have caught anything. Erupting scorpion. Legs shuddering as though it were still scuttling on some imagined seabed. The oozing blackness has overcome its chitin prison. Or chitin, not chitin. We're 44.7. Big pile of these. Sable Reacher. Wings of muscle spin their webs between inky black legs. A gloomy core rose in the deep. Just get it once first. Very large spider crab. I don't think I have room for it all terribly much. I have room for enough. So I only need to collect one of these. So I probably should have checked what the condition was on all of my crab pots. Just do that right now, actually. 3 days. 5 days. 5 days. 5. And let me guess, 5. Right. Got the first piece of the crab puzzle. Now we just need the other one, and we can paint ourselves abyss black. And then there's also that one flag that we didn't find. Says that I'll find the flag around Devil's Spine. Find enough? And I think I'm gonna end it at that for today. So we still have at least one more session, maybe even 2. Because I do want to complete the encyclopedia. And I have no idea how long that's actually gonna take once I start working towards it. But with all the extra cash and materials and all that, I should start buying some of those fancy baits they have at the rig. Anyways, we just pop open Twitch, see how we're doing. One viewer. Yeah, no raid today. Anyways, thank you for watching, whether it's on YouTube, the VOD, live, whatever. Tomorrow, I'm going to be back here with some Caves of Cud. For Friday, it's still a toss-up between playing some Dome Keeper. It's probably just gonna do another one of those very long runs, because those take like nearly 4 hours anyway, which is just around the same amount of time I want to stream. Alternatively, we can play more Feet Deep. Haven't decided which of the two yet. Anyways, I better get going. Hope you liked the stream. See ya.